Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today is a 135 subscriber special. We are talking about timestamping, and no, the title is not a clickbait. I have timestamped 31.5 hours of Deathstep, and you may wonder, do I even have a life? I sometimes wonder that myself, but yeah, I do have a life. Since we are talking about the topic timestamping, what exactly is timestamping? First, let me show you a good example, and then I'll show you a bad example. The purpose of this video is not to show exactly what mix we are on. I'm just giving you the example of how a timestamp works. So let's say this is 2020 Community Mix Volume 7. Whenever the channel, which is Community Mix Promotions, great channel by the way, Daira, the channel puts timestamps like this into the description, it marks the entire video into sections. You see, it highlights these sections. That's how it works in the desktop in your web browser. Now if you are on the mobile device, it also has similar timestamps, and these are clickable. For example, you click on this, it'll take you directly there. So it's easier to navigate, it's easier to skip around and mix and match, because sometimes some tracks are not up to your taste and you just want to listen to something else without having to, figure out when the track ends and the next one starts. So the timestamp definitely helps that. Also, navigating a mix, which is, say this one is just 1 hour, 1 hour 8 minutes. There are mixes, I'll show you, like this. This one is a 12-hour mix, and no, I'm just not looking at the title. It is a 12-hour mix. I mean, Angel is crazy, Hydraulic Damnation does some great stuff, and Angel absolutely blew my mind the moment he uploaded this. This was in February. It's still one of the best mixes out there, not because I have been around hydraulic for a long time, but because the amount of variety 12 hours can bring you, that's insane. That's insane. And the amount of work required to put up a mix like this, you can't even imagine sometimes. The rendering time itself would have been multiple days. This mix, however, does not have a timestamp. I mean, it has a track list, but it does not have timestamp. So navigating this entire beast, wow, that's a lot of work. This was the first thing that I actually timestamped, and there was a reason. I wanted to listen to it, and I didn't want to have to. I mean, you definitely can't listen to 12 hours of Deathstep in one sitting unless you really want to. Maybe celebrate Christmas like that. I don't know. Do you celebrate Christmas like that? I celebrate my Halloweens like that. Anyway, so I tried the timestamping, and I figured, after I was halfway through somewhere, because I did this timestamping in like 3-4 sittings, after I was finished doing this, or not even finished, I mean halfway somewhere, I realized timestamping sucks. It's like the worst thing you can do and ruin your mix experience, listening experience altogether. And the reason being, when you're timestamping, you can't listen to the mix, and it's like you're just there sifting through stuff just to figure out when the next track starts. And for this mix, say it was a clear mix. It had clearly defined ends and clearly defined beginnings. But there are some mixes, for example, there was a mix by Week Music, V-E-E-K, not the W-E-A-K, Week Music, and he did a mix that was so well mixed. I had the hardest time figuring out the ends and the beginnings of the tracks, and I think I left it half timestamped. I guess I'll finish that. But in spite of all that, I ended up doing 31 hours and realized I don't think this is worth my time. I mean, yeah, it definitely helps the community, but sometimes it's just so much work and it's not fun at all. And the reason I'm talking about timestamping is that if a mix has the timestamps, it's just so much more accessible. How do you say accessible? I don't know. Am I pronouncing it right?
Accessible.
Accessible. Okay. Accessible. Sure. Thanks, Google. So, according to this, the track list and the timestamps makes a mix so much more accessible, you know. So all the mix producers, I know it's a lot of work, but given the fact that you have the track list somewhere, preparing a track list along with making a mix, I guess that reduces the burden for everybody. So what I'm saying is, please, if you can, timestamp your mixes. That is so helpful. I will do my best to do timestamp whenever I can, but I'm just one person, you know. I cannot I cannot consistently sit and timestamp these. I will do my best though. With that, we're done for today, and thank you 135 people who have subscribed. Actually, that's 133 because two of the subscribers are my other channels, but don't tell anyone, okay? So yeah, thank you everyone for sticking around, and the book is getting ready. There is a volunteer that is helping me to do the cover design. You will hear the announcement soon, and yeah, he is one of your brothers. He makes music too and art. Amazing stuff. So stick around. Also, if you haven't already, check out my Instagram account. I put out all the artwork there for the book and other than that as well. So if you just want to interact a little bit more, you can say hi. And until next time, bye bye.